Hello people, Bubba Ace here. It is time for the second NWoR Roblox Q A session. As usual, I'm just not wearing a mask this time, I'm still using my face, but with this thing in the way. But I figured that just for the heck of it, since this is a NWoR Roblox related thing, or especially NWoR related, I think we should have something a little more fitting than this black box covering my face. So let's see what we can come up with. I don't think so. Awesome, but no. Nope. Hello. Well, it's not exactly NWoR related, but I don't care. I love strong beds, so we're gonna go with that. Anyway, I have a few questions that I'm gonna read, then answer the best way I can. I have 7 people who asked me at least one question, so I'm going to go ahead, put all 7 in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a random name from this red cup here, and then I'm going to read the questions that that person asked, not exactly in chronological order when they were sent, and that's how it's going to work. Why I'm doing it like that? Because I feel like it. Got a problem with that? I didn't think so. Alright, let me get this good shuffling. Gonna wrap it up. Look at the Raja, look at the Raja. And la 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 la. Okay, enough of that. Alright, so shuffling up. And I am watching a little TV while I'm recording this. Why? Because I can. And it's free. Alright, first question, or first person, and it's from Zakadoo2010, and his question was, how do you make your courses so good? That's already the best question so far. How do you make your courses so good? Well, I wouldn't exactly say good. I mean, of course I would always say I'm good, because, you know, I'd just be contradicting, but in any case, what I do is, basically, to make a course, or build a course that's, you know, that's good looking, or I guess a course good enough for people that they want to run it and stuff, it just takes a lot of time and patience, and a lot of building knowledge. Like, also a little help from friends doesn't help too. That's what I did. Like, I spent a lot of time on Roblox Studio, building, testing stuff, and I even got a few advice from a few friends of mine saying how they can, you know, how to work certain stuff if I was stumped. So that's basically the key. Like, you just got to keep practicing building obstacles and building stuff to try and make them look good, or the whole course good. Just keep building. Don't give up. Like, if it's not appealing, whether it's to you or other people, don't let that stop you. That just means that you have a lot more to learn, and keep trying. Just do not give up. That's just the whole key. Just keep going at it. Don't give up, and you'll eventually make a course that everyone wants to run. Well, I wouldn't exactly say everyone, but, you know, the people who've been running my course up to now. Alright. That guy did a thing. Okay. Next one is from Ella Bieber. And I believe it's a she, and her question is, can I host NWoR Roblox? No. Enough said. Okay, it wasn't exactly asked like that, but the real question was kind of a little more difficult to to decipher, so that was pretty much what it was after I thought about it. Anyway. Alright, next question. This one's from Aussie Bro. And he asked me quite a few questions, but I'm only going to be able to read through 4 of them because the other 2 are somewhat contradictory to whether the show or just a spoiler for future, just not really worthy of the answer. So here's the 4 questions. First one is, how many tournaments do you think NWoR Roblox will last? Well, in all honesty, I only thought that I would get through 6 tournaments at most when I first started. But, you know, when I first started, I only had 15, and then I got a few more competitors with each new tournament, to Tournament 5, where I finally got 100. It's like, wow, I can't believe I'm finally getting 100 nowadays. And that's kind of how it's been all the way from Tournament 5 up to today. As for how many tournaments it will last,
A lot.
I mean, of course the only real time when NWoR Roblox I imagine will end is when either people start, losing interest in the show, or of course I feel I've done all I can and just getting tired of doing tournaments, which will basically be related to my real life situations. But anyway, his second question is, would you ever consider having voice auditions for Ninja Warrior Roblox voiceovers? Well, sort of, not really. I mean, voiceovers, it takes a while. When I have co-commentators, commentate with me on an episode, it's just who I believe will do good in co-commentating with me and maybe have experience with stuff like this. Like, Nolan Skeleton, for those who don't know, he hosted his own Roblox Ninja Warrior competition, and he's done commentary before, so of course I knew that he would do good with co-commentary in a few episodes. Reality Pales, I think once did his own, and I'm not sure I don't think he does anymore, and he was a good candidate. Faripu, I'm sure he's been wanting to do it for some time. The point is, I don't really think of having auditions voiceovers. If it's a mood type thing, like I'm interested, okay, maybe I'll pick this person to co-commentate with me, maybe it'll be good. It's just someone I know I can trust that will co-commentate and try, not really try to screw anything up purposefully and stuff like that, that's all. So no, not exactly having voiceovers, but if I want to do someone to co-commentate with me, it's just who I feel would be good to doing it. That's all. Alright, next question is, can you put the training gym in the competition area for Ninja Warrior Roblox as you did in Tournament 10? Well, the only reason that I did it for Tournament 10 is because, for Tournament 10 I was planning to have that competition to have, the killer obstacles from the previous 9 tournaments beforehand be bundled up in the first 2 stages. And, since I didn't want to actually take the current course apart just to build Ninja or obstacles, just so I could tear it down and do it again, rebuild it for Tournament 11, I had to make a new place, pretty much start over from scratch, and just build a course all over with those obstacles, so that it saved me the trouble of having to do that when I'm building the Tournament 11 course. And so I figured that if I was going to build a training gym for that as well, I'd have to take apart the current training gym just to feature the course for Tournament 10, so I figured instead of making 2 different places for both the Tournament 10 course and Tournament 10 training camp, just go ahead and put them into one area. That's the only reason why I had that in the first place. Just beforehand, I didn't really think about having the training gym and the course into one whole place, because I figured it would have been ridiculous. Just having 2 courses in one place, since, one would look good, the other would just be like, just training and stuff. So basically I figured that, because I would need time to work on the course and for, be able to wow people, because, I like to surprise people with how I make the obstacles look in the actual tournament. So there you go, that's why I'm not doing that. Anyway, final question from Aussie is, would you consider allowing competitors to submit fluff pieces again? Actually, yes. I mean, originally I was planning to only have Tournament 10 where there would be fluff pieces made by other people, yet surprisingly after Tournament 10, people would still, make fluff pieces for Ninja Warrior Roblox competitions, whether it ends up being for Tournament 11 or tournaments after that. And, I would consider, having fluff pieces made by other people. I mean, it would save me a lot of trouble in the long run of having to make it myself. The only thing I actually end up doing is re-editing it to either put in music and, have the competitor profile thing, fly up on the screen, and then put my voice over it, if need be, that is. So yeah, I would consider allowing competitors to have fluff pieces again. It would be nice, if you want to make your own and have it for the show, there you go. It would save me the trouble if I ever having to use it. Okay, next question. We've already gone through 3 people. We have 4 more to go. And the next person up is Skyline James. He's got 2 questions for me, and one of them is, how is the future of NWoR Roblox standing in as of now? To my knowledge, it's standing up pretty well. I mean, when Tournament 10 came along, I did feel like I've been getting fewer views with each new episode outside Tournaments 1 and 2, which surprisingly episode 2 has more views than Tournament 1, or the first episode of Tournament 10, surprisingly enough. But as it is, but despite the views, I think it's going along nicely. I mean, we have some competitors come and go. I mean, we said some goodbye to some competitors and said hello to new ones. But other than that, I still feel like it's going strong because, you know, new people are coming along, wanted to test their shot at the course and be featured on YouTube if they haven't gotten the chance to do that yet. Which is kind of surprising, and, despite that, it's been very nice. It's looking really good, at least to my point. I mean, other people might have a different opinion because, you know, it may be strange, but the point is, I think it's starting up pretty strong because people are learning and now being able to adapt the obstacles, so I do feel that it's going to last a long while. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So it's going strong. Anyway. His second question is, if NWoR Roblox were to be over as a series, will there be a comeback tournament for one time only? It's a little too soon to be thinking about what's to come when NWoR Roblox ends, because that ain't happening anytime soon, as I mentioned, or said previously. Perhaps in another year or something, when we get where I think about that question again, the opinion may change. Anyway, those were Sky's questions. Alright, this one's from Jay Smith, aka Weatherboy1102. And his question is, do you think that if I beat the first obstacle, I can beat stage 1? Buddy, you got 8 more obstacles after the first obstacle to even think that you can beat stage 1. But I digress. If you think, you definitely get confidence for that, I'll give you that much. But just keep in mind, even if you beat the first obstacle, you still got 8 more to go. Alright, 2 more to go, 2 more people. And this one's from Zach Smith. Hopefully no relation to Jay Smith. And his question is, what do you think was the derpiest run of NWoR Roblox that happened so far? Well, I gotta admit that the Demons run in Tournament 10 was definitely hilarious to do. But I still think that the derpiest was from Kevin the Jelly Spotter in Tournament 9, as he at least attempted to do the obstacle before realizing that he wasn't going to get through it or even beat the course on time before, you know, rolling the ball in the water, and he didn't even touch it. He just kept on rolling along down the water until eventually his time ran out, and then he just jumped off and got off the course. The Demon didn't even try. So, definitely the award for derpiest run goes to Kevin the Jelly Spotter. Alright, and now we have 1 more to go, and I guess you can say this is the best for last, only because this one has more questions for me to answer. Sort of, not really, I don't care. It is Logan Skeleton, aka Fluffy Tails 2011. Before I go to those questions, I'm going to put these back in the cup and put it away. Now then, Logan's questions are, number 1, are you ever going to hire permanent co-commentators? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Probably not, considering that by the time I, are commentating on an episode, I have to hope that other people are on Skype at that time by the time I'm ready to commentate on an episode and put it up, because there's no one online by the time I'm commentating. Well, it's bad. I mean, because the only way I can have permanent co-commentators is that they have to be on Skype or whatever on the same time as I am when I'm ready to commentate. And sometimes that just doesn't happen. Like, that just means I have to do it myself. So basically, no, I'm not going to hire permanent co-commentators, but I will, continue to alternate by having co-commentators and so forth. So no. Alright, the second question is, how do you choose your music? Right here. This is how. Okay, I really have more. I choose more of a. Basically, I just look through all music through YouTube and what I already have on my computer, and if it's, I feel it would be good for this run, I'll just have that. But if it's song that I look on YouTube and I figure, this will be good. Really, it's just a franchise I'm familiar with, what I played through as a kid, like the video games I play and other stuff I experienced growing up. I go through my mind if I figured, I haven't heard this in a while, let's see if this will be good, and if I think it's good for a run, then I'll either download if I'm able to, or purchase it on iTunes if it's necessary, and put it on and use it for that run. Or a Fluff piece, depending on how you look at it. Alright, third question. What was your favorite moment of the show so far? My favorite moment. Usually those come from people who achieve total victory. But... Favorite moment of the show so far? It's kind of a spoiler because it actually did happen in Tournament 11, and since it hasn't actually aired by the time I'm taping this, it's kind of a spoiler as to what happened. But if I had to choose a moment from something that's already been aired and shown, it would probably have to go to... Probably it would go to Ninja Warrior Sasuke for beating Tournament 4 when the court was just renewed and he pulled through in the end, made it to the top tower, developed his own technique to getting it up because I was certain that it would take at least two tournaments before someone could get the technique. But he figured it out in one go, got up the tower, boom, did it in just under 20 seconds when the time limit was 25. So basically, in terms of that, that was my favorite moment of the show, Ninja Warrior Sasuke achieving total victory in Tournament 4. But just passing that is what happened in Tournament 11, but again, that's a spoiler, so just what happened right now is in Tournament 4. But when you see Tournament 11, you'll pretty much get the idea what it is. Well, maybe you won't, but that may be a future video. And his final question, and the last question of this session is, will there ever be any Ninja Warrior Roblox specials? Like a USA versus the world type thing, or something like that. Got hiccups. Okay, I originally was hoping that maybe after Tournament 11 I would do some kind of a, something similar to the USA versus Japan, you know, for Ninja Warrior Roblox, but after it eventually aired and I saw it and how bad it was, I decided to just scrap that idea altogether and maybe think of something different for the future. I am hoping to do some type of special with the course and stuff, but it's not going to be related to the USA versus Japan or USA versus the world type thing because those pretty much just suck balls, and I decided to scrap that idea altogether. But I do have something else in mind, or you know, I am planning to have something in mind. I just don't know what yet, but it's nothing like, you know, what I just mentioned. So yes, I am planning to have some kind of special. I just don't know what it is yet. Whew, okay, well, those are the questions. I apologize. I mean, I realized that there were more people who asked questions, and some from Logan and Aussie who asked more questions, but it just didn't feel were good video. So if I didn't get to your question, I do apologize. I just didn't think it would be good for, you know, for this. No offense. If I didn't get to your question, I apologize. Just maybe I'll do something about it in a future video, but for the time being, I just hope you enjoyed this session of NWoR Roblox Q A. I hope to do another one in the future. I just don't know when yet. But I just thank you all for catching or sticking up with me to this point, and I still gotta thank you all for making NWoR Roblox so popular as it is. And also, I recently reached 400 subscribers at the time of me taping this, and I just can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've given me for the show over the years. I'm hoping to do something very special for you guys, more than just NWoR Roblox, like something more special for you guys in the future. Because I really did not think that the show would get this much recognition up to now. It's just so, I'm just so happy for what you guys have done. you know, to make it popular, and you were spreading the world, getting friends to compete, you know, being supportive. I just can't thank you guys enough. I'm not tearing, I'm just sweating. I just can't thank you guys enough for all you've done supporting the show and stuff. I promise I'm going to do something very special for you guys in the future, whether it be NWoR Roblox related or anything else Roblox related. Because I do feel like I owe it to you guys to give you something very special for all the support you've given me. I just thank you for all you've done. Again, thank you for the questions. I apologize if I couldn't get to yours. I hope to do another one of these in the future. And, yeah, so I better get started on more of the NWoR Roblox stuff. Hopefully get things set and ready for the next tournament. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, ciao peoples.